The second part of that video when she's going back and forth with the corporate suit. Oh my God, I couldn't stop laughing. It's hilarious, absolutely amazing. Y'all looked wonderful. The quality of production on point, got a real 80s vibe.
Damn. Yo, welcome everyone. This is part 2 of episode 30 of the DAM show. We're gonna be covering 10KTF in this part, and yeah, I'm pretty excited. It's been like a crazy Thursday. How you guys doing? How was your Thursday?
Crazy. My beard is starting to come back after I was violated by NTEC. Diamond, how about you?
Hey, Atare, seeing you babyface on that screen, man, was freaking. I had a moment. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, he must have shaved just right before he got on screen. This is a whole new Atare. We got babyface Atare. Let's go.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I showed up to recording without having shaved, but earlier that day I sent maybe a screenshot of my Google search images, and I searched 80s corporate man.
We were Googling a lot about styles in the 80s, both women and men, and we were trying to recreate that as much as
With
we could.
the numbers that come up, I felt like a straight VHS video. Netta pops on, like it was fucking great. Y'all absolutely crushed it. Like seriously, great job, y'all. Killed it.
Thank you. And Diamond, I want to get some more of your thoughts on that, but let me just share this really quickly. So I Googled 80s corporate men, and every single one of them was clean shaven. And so I messaged Maybe saying, I said, I think I have to shave, lol.
It's perfect, man.
Yeah, it was unfortunate you couldn't be there for that recording. I'm sure there's going to be many more skits in the future, though. And you are coming to LA. But before we even talk about that, let's talk about what were your thoughts when you saw that video?
So I've been on sabbatical. I haven't been on the internet for 4 weeks now, right? At all. And so when I tap in and I'm like, NTEC, what the fuck is going on here? The DAM show? What? And like I'm catching up with what y'all have been up to, and it's been a fucking run for me. And so being able to just get back with the homies, I'm fucking hyped. I'm really excited to get down to LA and see what's happening. Host, even though it's New Tokyo Electric Company, we're not so sure about what's going on with all that just yet. But to know that the DAM show is going to be hosting something live at a 10KTF event. That's what we were talking about when we first got together. It'd be so cool if we could do something live at a 10KTF We Knew event. And like, so just to like tap back in and see that happening, to see the quality of production that's happening on the end of. So I just want to take a minute and fucking claps and snaps all around for both of you.
Thank you, Dan.
Pushing the DAM show forward, and I'm really excited and pumped to be back in the fold of things.
It's good to have you back. And I wanted to ask Diamond, when you saw Maybe's acting, what did you think?
The second part of that video, the second part when she's going back and forth with the corporate suit, fucking, oh my God, I couldn't stop laughing. It's hilarious. And then that damn, what she say, that big damn kaiju or whatever it was, like just the absolutely amazing. Y'all looked wonderful. The quality of production on point, got a real 80s vibe, even to the point, like I say, I mean, I remember what it was with the VHS, that big ass clunky thing people walking around with. And so to see the little numbers and the way that it all plays out, the quality, just crushing it, absolutely crushing it. And Netta, to the apple of my eye, oh my goodness, girl. Happen, you know?
Claps for Netta.
Exactly. We're still not sure about their intentions. Like for now, they were like weird. They are still weird, the things they do, so we don't understand everything. They haven't done anything so crazy bad yet, so there is still the benefit of the doubt here to be given to them. But besides that, yeah, we're gonna go to LA, we're gonna investigate, we're gonna see what's going on with this New Tokyo Electric Company. But like, thank you so much to the whole community for the kind words that they had for me, because obviously I'm not a professional, I'm not an actress at all. It has never been the dream of my life either. So don't think that I have weird thoughts in my head, because that's not the dream of my life. But I had so much fun, and you know that when you have so much fun doing something, even if you're not a professional, you kind of have like a better outcome because of that. And thank you, Atari, for being so understanding during our takes. I was like, no, again. I'm not ready. But yeah, we had a ton of fun, and Diamond, I can't wait for you to be in one of these in the future, because I know you would have killed it. Like, I know you would have got it in like in the exact mood that we needed. But yeah, like, guys, for who's watching, we're gonna have a lot more coming. It was great.
Maybe talk a little bit about what it felt like during those takes. I'm sure people just want to know, what did you channel, and like, just give us some of your thought process of what you felt in the moment as you were recording.
Well, when we were recording, I was like, I'm terrible. This is gonna be, I'm gonna destroy this try. Like, it's gonna be all my fault. This is not gonna work out. So yeah, definitely a lot of insecurities until I watched the final. I was like, wow, this is much better than I thought. It's like, it's kind of pretty good. Like, obviously the production, I'm not gonna talk about that so much. It was like, that was amazing. So that was great in every part, but like, I'm more talking about me. I thought it was going to be much worse, so I was like pleasantly surprised how it came, because while we were recording, yeah, I had a lot of insecurities. I was like, oh my god, am I even gonna be able to say the lines correctly? So after we got the first shot without cuts, we were like, okay, we're safe. We have at least one.
Yeah.
So now let's work on having a couple more and see if we can improve from that. But like, that was already a big achievement for me.
You definitely had the harder part in the video, because you had to sell the last piece of playing a disgruntled co-host that's been there for hours and nobody's answering you. They're kind of patronizing you. If you Google Translate the NTEC spokesperson, what maybe says is, how much longer do I have to be here? And she responds with, you seem hungry. Do you want some light snacks? And then maybe gets more frustrated and he's like, I'm tired of your corporate web to speak. Just tell me how much longer I need to be here. And then she says something like, I know there's different translations, but the effect of it is something like, just do this one more take and then we'll see. And then it builds from there. And so I mean, just as much fun that you had. I know maybe you didn't have that much fun recording it, but once you recorded it, I'm sure you felt good. Because I saw it and I was like, I knew the takes as they happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's in my mind. I'm like, that's the one. I think. What's that? Yeah, director. It's all right. I think what was there's two parts of this that was really cool, and I realized this as we were recording, was the fact that we are in two separate parts of the world on separate continents, and we're recording a short video that really grounds and it's part of a whole narrative, and to be able to just literally be like, action, and then you do your thing. And I'm kind of like, this is mind bending, and like, whoa, we're doing this digitally. How cool. And it's cool to, like, be the director and give feedback on takes and say, try this or do that, and then see it come to life. And so it was great. And you, like, I know you were hard on yourself maybe, but I think you did great. This was your actor debut. So I thought that you did great. I also found so much joy in the production and editing afterwards. Mm-hmm. So this is something that I've been doing for quite a while. I learned early on that I get into flow when I get the opportunity to have good material to play with and see what music works and how do we edit this and what's the effect and all that. And so literally I was on my balcony editing until like 2 a.m. at night, but I lost track of time. And that always happens when I do stuff like this. And so it's a sign of like, anytime you have fun, like you said, maybe lean into that and do more of that. And so I think you can rest assured that there's a lot more of this coming, because I think the community really appreciated it as well.
So yeah, let's jump into Thursday. Let's see what happened. This was tweet number 1 that we got at 6:31 p.m. Eastern time. So Boss Toads says, this stinks like the grave. Who are these mugs with their fancy suits mucking up the place? And When Moon says, this city's been a mess for a while. Maybe it's good someone's finally doing something about it. So yeah, two completely different points of view from When Moon and Boss Toads. Boss Toads very suspicious, it's like it doesn't trust them. While When Moon is more, let's see what they're gonna do. It's very interesting way of reacting to the news.
One thing I'll say is we see Reese in the background
Yeah.
as well. So this is the first time that we've seen Wen Moon, Boss Toads, and Reese together. She's kind of off on her own. Reese is off on her own, but we know that they're not enemies, right? So we know they're more or less aligned on the same side of things. So, Diamond, what were your thoughts on the story progression so far?
I mean, for me, it's like, why aren't the citizens of New Tokyo out here in the streets fucking putting in that work, building this thing up? It should be by the community, for the community, not done by fucking suits. That's what I'm thinking immediately. And so when they're outside the gate, it's like, if Wen Moon and Boss Toad are walled off, so is everybody else. Like, we can't get in New Tokyo right now. We know Ranga, Chimpers, the third one is Deadfellas, right? They're all three waiting to get in. They're knocking at the door. We just did recycling, right? And so, like, looking forward, it's like, yeah, no, we do need to get this city open back up. So for whatever it is, Boss Toads and Wen Moon got an eye on it. We know New Tokyo Electric Company's trying to get power back up and running.
Actually, on that note, while this was happening, the New Tokyo Electric Company spokesperson mentioned that the power is out in New Tokyo and they're kind of doing controlled blackouts, if you want to call it that. Very similar to like what's happening in actually California right now. California is having some rolling blackouts, is what I've heard, at least in some parts. And so it's interesting to see the team take inspiration from real life as well, I'm sure, because I'm sure most of them are, I believe, based in California. And so as a consequence of that, his radio wasn't working. And so there was no Midori Land. DJ Atari had it covered on the live stream. Don't even worry. The chat was liking the vibes. And so if Midori, look, if you ever go down again, I got you, girl. Hit me up. And then we also saw that like the 10KTF shopkeepers typically give a shout out to the DAM show at 6 p.m. as an app ping. And as a funny thing, they sent it at like 6:53 p.m. 7 minutes before our show ended because the power just came back on. So that was like a funny thing.
Well, yeah, it was funny also because we got the shout out by the NTEC Spock person, while 10KTFM got the shout out by Hideaki. So it felt like even more this relationship of like sponsorship, because the DAM is under the NTEC program, but they didn't get it right. So come on, guys, you cannot shout us out 7 minutes before the end.
Yeah, 7 not 10. Hey, NTEC spokesperson, accept my calendar invite. I want to talk to you about that because that was not acceptable.
The story continues. On the same evening, we got another tweet later on, and a lot of activity on the blockchain as well.
Yeah, this was crazy.
So New Tokyo Electric Company says, the New Tokyo Rejuvenation Initiative is expanding its efforts to clean up the city. Not only will we bring light back to our streets, but also purge the darkness below. Here at New Tokyo Electric, we believe that crime doesn't pay. And here are the bosses.
So Boss Toads, Guttercat, and Boss Wolf.
What happened on the blockchain? Yeah, the activity on the blockchain was that we saw all of the Genesis items that Boss Toads and Boss Wolf own. They went to a new address. They were transferred to a new address, which is the New Tokyo Electric Company wallet address. And it's like they just confiscated all the Boss's ownings. And now the New Tokyo Electric Company owns them. It's like, it was pretty cool to see live and experience. So as always, on a stream, on Discord, Twitter, and then on the blockchain as well, there's this whole story that unfolds 10KTF style.
We saw 2 days ago, and there's so many Genesis. Count how many 249 Genesis is now in the NTEC wallet. That's a lot of power because, guys, Genesis equals G tags. And specifically, well, I'll get to that, but let me just through the damage. Think of this as essentially a government raiding the like mob bosses in any movie. It's like the when there's a sting operation, it happens all at once. And so we literally saw Boss Toad's wallet getting absolutely cleared of Genesis.
Wow.
And it went from Boss Toad to NTEC. And literally seconds, if not minutes after, Boss Wolf, he lost all of his Genesis. And I'll go here actually. And there's a really interesting thing happening here. We'll touch on that. We saw the same thing happen with, I think there's one more. I saw Boss Gang. Boom. Also gone. Boss Toads, when I go to the wallet, he still has his crafted.
Yeah.
None of the crafted were taken. Even Wolf as well. He had one crafted, I believe, or two. Only the Genesis were taken. And so here's how I see this. And Damon, we'll get to you right after this. To me, I'm seeing a company saying crime doesn't pay. We're going to go after your assets. And so like a government would seize the assets of like a cartel. Exactly that happened. However, they didn't take everything. They took a specific thing. They took Genesis items only from both his wallet. They could have taken, some of the other assets as well. Nope, only took Genesis from all three mob bosses. That's the team saying once again, Genesis is valuable because why did they only take Genesis? You can only get G tags through Genesis.
Mhm.
And so we don't know why they want G tags, but I think this is a hint as to what's going to happen with G tags. What they because NTEC obviously sees it as being valuable. They took all the Genesis because they're going to want the G tags. The G tags power up something. Maybe there's a mystical property to them. Maybe they have some technology that incorporates G tags into something else. But this is the first meaningful clue from the team on what Genesis and G tags and why they're valuable. The big corporation that's looking to be pretty nefarious only stole Genesis from the mob bosses. If that isn't the biggest signal, I don't know what would be.
I mean, like you're saying, these ink links into real life experience into the blockchain, right? I grew up next to a power plant, man. Like wood chips and other shit. Like they take wood, they take other things, drop off tires over there. They don't put that into the burn, but like that burning process, they burn all the shit, right? And then they create energy out of that and distribute it back to the community, right? But you have to burn that energy to create additional energy to put out to the people. And so for me, kind of like you're saying, like the team, all Genesis items, right? Genesis gets burned for G tags. We know Squatch built some really great speculation on what could be burned or the theory of burning into the future. And so just seeing that, I think NTEC has some plans to do some burning to create that energy. If they're having rolling blackouts and need to increase their power supply, burning some things and creating some alternative energy would allow them to push some energy out into the community. And then also, that being said, before like the bosses started rounding up these items, like these items were picked up while back, like a while, and so like to see them distributed to the bosses. We've seen the team distribute some for art contests and different community events that we've done. And so it's just like it's a little powerhouse of supply for the larger community itself. Now, the fact that they're suits, right? Like, I don't fuck with no corporate fucks, y'all. I'm just being real, right? If I'm being real, I'm showing up sus down there in
100%.
LA for sure, sus.
Yeah.
And I ain't cutting the mullet off, so just so they know.
You heard it here first. Diamond is keeping the mullet no matter what NTEC says.
Exactly.
This goes again to the level of storytelling that we knew is once again doing. It's not the flashiest. It doesn't require the most tech or anything like that. But fundamentally, what we're looking at here is we have NFTs moving from one wallet to the other. That's it, right? But when you pair that with the past year of story building, when you pair that with them naming those wallets NTEC and Boss Toads, when you pair that with the tweets, you then get this as this was happening live on our live stream. In my mind, I was literally imagining a bunch of NTEC people in SWAT suits busting down the door and seizing assets like we've seen in so many movies like The Dark Knight and The Departed and so many others where this exact scene happens. And they did that. They created that visual in everybody's mind with a tweet by moving assets from one wallet to another and some name tags. This is the juice, guys. This we knew is the storytelling alpha. I don't know. For me, this really struck me at how simple it was, because when you really think about it, fundamentally, it is so simple. It's moving these NFTs from here to here, but with the dressing of it, I was like, this is marvelous. This is incredible work. Well done, guys.
Last Thursday, we also got the announcement and the date was released, and we were finally released, the three of us also, because, we kind of knew the date before and everybody was asking me.
Yeah.
So this was a very nice moment for me, so that finally the date was out. It's very interesting how they released this announcement, because, it's obviously in theme and in character from NTEC spokesperson. Come join your neighbors at New Tokyo Electric Co. as we expedite logistics for New Tokyo citizens. Pick up your comfy hoodies and kagamis, enjoy some refreshments, and mingle. Made possible by your friends at the New Tokyo Electric Company. Dress code is mandatory business casual. To attend, you must have redeemed physicals. Tickets are first come, first serve. And then we have the type form where you put down your order number so that they can actually get your kagami and hoodies at the event. So it's February 16. See you there. I hope that as many Grail as possible are going to join this event because I'm super, super pumped.
So February 2nd is the last date to fill this out. And
Mhm.
first come, first serve. I am so excited to see a bunch of DJs in business casual. I have a feeling that if you don't abide by that and you just try to show up in a hoodie, they're going to be like, nope, you're not allowed in. And so, hey, Tails, I'm looking forward to seeing you in a not black hoodie. I'm excited to see everybody get dressed up in something that's not a black hoodie and jeans or anything degen. I don't know if NTEC is going to give us a outfit to wear or not. We have no idea, but that could happen.
Like for the people that aren't going to be able to be there, right? I think it's a great immersive medium for them to be able to tap into the DAM show while we're on YouTube and still experience it from a distance. I think there's an immersive bend to that really is next level. And I'm excited to tap in and give that juice and make people at home feel like they're right in LA with us. You know?
I feel like, oh man, they're definitely going to fuck with us and we got to be ready for that. There was a little piece in the last week's show where I talk about how this is really breaking ground for NFT projects in Web3 media. And our last at bat, it didn't work out so well. We got an opportunity early in the year to really show everybody the vision that we have for what the DAM is capable of and what we can do. A little bit of a chip on my shoulder, I'm not going to lie. I'm comfortable saying that in public, but let's go. I'm excited for it, and we will see you all in Los Angeles. One last bit of news, and I talked about it in the other video. 10KTF, you guys are our home community. We all met through 10KTF. We have some very close friends in 10KTF, and as we grow and expand and as we rise up, at some point you got to fund those dreams to fund your vision as well. And I'm really excited to announce that the DAM show is going for an Apecoin DAO grant. We are excited to bridge the universes of Other Side, Bored Ape, and 10KTF more and more and be a leading voice in that realm. And so please check that out. Please give us your comments and your thoughts on the Apecoin discourse. I'm going to put the link in the description right below as well. We'd love to hear your thoughts and to get some of your support. If you are Apecoin holders, we would love for you to show up when it does go live for voting. This is really going to be very meaningful to us, and it's going to really help us take things to the next level. Like you saw the production with the NTEC video early on, and so we're going to be able to do so many more cool things that involve other community creators into those as well, because that's one thing we love to do, just like how we're doing with Alpha with New Tokyo News, and that now being live streamed on the DAM show every Sunday as well. So just wanted to mention that. Thank you for your support so far, and we're really excited to keep the DAM thing going. Okay.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. This was part 2 of the 30th episode of the DAM show. We're so pumped that we got to 30 episodes. This is like
30.
Like, this is a big number. So thank you for watching. Just subscribe, like this video, help us out. Any support is like very, very, very well accepted and appreciated. And yeah, we're gonna see you in real life in LA on February 16th, and we're gonna see you on the live stream this next Thursday. So thank you for watching. Bye, everyone.